All right, now to the race for Congress and the crowded Republican primary in the 5th Congressional District. One of the candidates, Beth Henderson, now revealing that her daughter just tested positive. I spoke with her this week. What can you tell us about how you guys are doing and how your family is doing?
Dan, thanks for asking. And despite everything going on, my campaign is going extremely well. We are all being impacted by COVID-19. In fact, over the past few months, the impact of COVID-19 has been personal for so many of us. And my family doctor has had it. My Christian spiritual advisor and his wife suffered through it. He lost his mother from it. And now this week, as of yesterday, I got a phone call from my 25-year-old daughter, Amelia, and she has been diagnosed positive with COVID-19. Fortunately, she's a healthy young woman. She happens to be a TV weather anchor over in Champaign, but we're hoping and praying for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Wishing for all the best for her as well. What kind of a perspective has this given you on the need to do more testing, the need to get ahead of this as we continue to try and fight this virus and keep it from spreading to others?
Absolutely. Well, from a nursing perspective, testing is very important, testing for the antibodies and protecting others from getting it. We need to follow the guidelines from the CDC and make sure we are being protected. That said, my protective motherly instincts are kicking in, and I feel very strongly that China must be held accountable for the damage they've done to our nation. It's becoming very clear to me why I'm being called to run for Congress.
What would you do if elected to Congress in terms of China, and what else can be done right now to help people here in Indiana who are dealing with the health and economic impacts of this ongoing crisis?
Yeah, the health and economic impact is it's affecting us every day, and we're hearing more and more stories about small businesses and families and the impact that this has had. So I think we need to follow the guidelines. I think the governor and his task force team are doing an excellent job keeping us informed and going through their phase-in process. So we need to continue to be updated on current information. We also need to eliminate our dependence on China. And currently 95% of our medications and supplies are being manufactured there. We need to bring back Made in the USA and hold the Chinese government accountable. As a registered nurse and a businesswoman and a mother, my protective motherly instincts have kicked in, and I'm on a mission for our district, state, and nation.
Thank you so much for taking time with us today, and all the best to your daughter. We pray for a quick recovery for her.
Thank you so much, Dan. Good to talk to you.
All right, this week I also spoke with candidate Chuck Dietzen about his blueprint for a healthier America. How do you see us getting out of this crisis and moving forward into a healthier tomorrow?
Having been a practicing doctor for 30 years and being very involved in policy writing as well as global health and public health, I've seen how pre-existing conditions can affect the human body and whether it withstands well or not the attack by a virus. I've worked in 21 other countries, seeing where they don't have quite the structure we have here, and therefore it's pretty clear that we need to take better care of ourselves. And as I often say, if we have good health, we don't really need so much health care.
I want to ask you about Dr. Fauci, who went before the Senate this week and said he was concerned that reopening too soon could lead to unnecessary death and more illness in this country. As a doctor, do you agree with Dr. Fauci's take on the situation? How do we balance that need to reopen parts of our economy with the ongoing health concerns?
Well, I certainly think that is a risk. That's something that you're trying to do on balance. But ultimately, the collateral damage of this virus has been very, very bad also. For example, in New York City, they were saying that they would see typically about 20 deaths per day within the home. and that was unrelated to virus just prior to this outbreak with COVID-19. They've actually had some days where it was as high as 200. So the issue has become where we became so focused on the virus that I think we began seeing a lot of people dying of the things they would typically call 911, go to the hospital. They were dying from asthma attacks, heart disease, cancer, where their treatments had to be interrupted. So things that were postponed because of the care, and so much of the direction seemed to be given towards the virus. So again, I think because of the collateral damage, we have to look at what does that mean for the population and the public health see within our communities.
But we have indeed had 80,000 people now in this country pass
Yes.
away. And that's a pretty staggering figure.
Yes.
Are you concerned that those numbers will only continue to climb, with Dr. Fauci saying we may see 3,000 deaths a day at some point this summer?
Oh, I think it will increase more. There is no doubt. And again, that's where you're trying to balance that collateral damage. We had 80,000 deaths attributed to influenza a couple of years ago. So we are at that point.
But not in the span of time, right? Not in the span of time.
That is correct. That is correct. That's over a flu season. And what we would hope to see is that there's some sort of coronavirus season. Would we see this drop off as the weather gets better? I don't think, again, we like to do, as doctors, we want to do retrospective studies where we look back over what's happened, or we prospective studies when we look at drugs that help with this. Unfortunately, when you're in the middle of it, you cannot do either of those in a very, very positive way.
All right, congressional candidate Chuck Dietzen with us there. Coming up next this Sunday in Focus, we'll talk with candidate for governor Woody Myers and his newly named running mate, former state rep Linda Lawson. We'll be right back.